Yes, then lads, today EA have gone ahead and blessed us with some squad foundations. I'm going to butcher this, alright? So we're going to butcher it, we're not even going to try it, alright? In fact, let's get pronunciation up. CONMEBOL. Alright, I hope that's right. Or close enough anyway, along the same lines. But all in all though, these cards look pretty damn good. This Argentine centre back here, left footer, medium high, 6'1", good dribbling, pace, defending, incredible physical. Look at that strength and aggression. For a free card, well, I know time is money, but he looks incredible. You've got Fernandez you can get, you've got a Cruz that you can get as well, who is so close to being hooligan. What we're going to do, lads, is we're going to go over all of these objectives, give you guys my tips and tricks, along with a squad builder if necessary, and as well, we will have a look at the Santa Cruz one as well, who is in a managerial masterpiece, so it's like a 2-in-1. He is 6'3", 4-star skill moves with a 5-star weak foot, 96 sprint speed, incredible shooting stats, incredible strength, heading accuracy, power header. EA have actually done really well tonight, or today I should say, with these objectives, because they actually look really good and really juiced up. But we're going to go ahead and we are going to start with this one here, the squad battles one. Now first of all, score 10 goals in squad battles on at least semi-pro difficulty, or in division rivals and FUT Champs, which is beautiful. So basically any competitive game mode or squad battles, and you can get these in, which is amazing. The score 10 goals you'll just get done naturally, right? You'll get them done naturally. Assist 15 goals, once again you'll just get that done naturally. Win 8 matches with free I've already butchered it, mate. We'll just say Libertadores, alright, with 3 Libertadores players in your starting squad, and then you've got score a goal using Libertadores players during 4 separate matches in squad battles, rivals, or FUT Champs. Now, what I do think is the best thing to do is to go ahead and do the goals, get the 10 goals, get the 15 assists in division rivals or FUT Champs, so you do not have to play squad battles. I mean, if you do it semi-pro on squad battles and play some poor teams, which we'll get into that a little bit more shortly, then you might be able to get it done pretty quick, and within 1 or 2 matches even. But I mean, for scoring 10 goals and assisting 15, unless you want these cards now, you'll just get that done naturally in rivals or FUT Champs. Now for the win 8 matches with 3 Libertadores players in your starting squad, I would probably rather do this in squad battles. I mean, you could try it in rivals or FUT Champs if you're a good enough player, but there's not too many great Libertadores players out there that you can actually use in your starting squad. And then this as well is score a goal using a Libertadores player during 4 separate matches. I'd want to do that in squad battles as well. So all of this is essentially you just need to go ahead and you have to get at least 3 CONMEBOL, hopefully I'm pronouncing that somewhat close to how it is, Libertadores players in your starting squad. Now if you head on over, and I know this is where some confusion will be, like what is that league, etc. Because if you go down here and have a look at the leagues, the league is just Libertadores, right? So but this is the closest league there is, but if you go to card types, CONMEBOL Libertadores, once again, probably butchering it, but this is the card type you need. So you need 3 players like this in your starting squad. Now you guys might have some better cards. There's plenty of like cards that you can buy on the market, but I'll just go for a centre mid. We want to try and look for a striker as well, because we need to try score goals. So if we go ahead and look for a striker, Rodriguez, oh no, we don't want to go Rodriguez actually, he's not very fast. You know what, we'll go for Borja, and as well, no, I keep changing my mind. We're going to go for Farias, because he's fast with good dribbling. And then we'll also just go for, we'll make it easy for ourselves, and we will just go for a goalkeeper, alright? As I said, I'd rather get these objectives done in squad battles, because if you are going to be using these boys in rivals, it could be a bit tough. But go ahead and get them in your starting 11, like so. Just like that, that's the 3 players we've done. So now you have to go ahead and play 8 matches or win 8 matches with the 3 players in your squad. And then whilst you're at it, you want to score in 4 separate matches with a Libertadores player. Now what I would recommend doing with a Libertadores player, for example, say Farias that you have to score with, it's in 4 separate matches. That I would do in squad battles. So go on to squad battles, play the games that you need, get the goals with Farias, and then for the games where you just have to play matches with Libertadores cards in your starting squad, what I would do is I'd go ahead and I'll just sub them off straight away. Go into the match with 3 Libertadores players starting, chuck a pause straight away, and sub them off for your main team. Chuck these boys that you've just replaced them with on your subs, and sub them off straight away. You'll have up to 5 subs this year, so that's completely fine. And you could do it in rivals or FUT Champs, just because I know so many people would much rather do that in Rivals or FUT Champs. And as well, I will give you guys a little squad battles tip. Now for squad battles, and I was talking about it earlier, if you jump on over to squad battles, this is just essentially something you can do to keep playing very easy teams. As you can see, I've been doing this myself, but essentially every single time you get given 4 teams. Right here we've got an 89 with 33 chem, an 89 with 30 chem, an 88 with 10 chem, and I believe this one here was a pretty poor team. So you get given 4 different team selections every single time, and what your job is to do is to simply choose the worst one, which in this case it was against this team. You'll go ahead, choose the difficulty which is required, which is semi-pro, and you can play that, and it will be a whole lot easier than playing the 89s. But the twist, and I will circle it, you can update your opponents by pressing square on PlayStation or X on the Xbox. You can update it, and as you can see, we can just choose the worst team again. And the beauty of it, that option to update is no longer there, but you get that option every, I think 10 to 15 minutes is a cooldown. So by the time that I've played this game on semi-pro, the worst one, 65 rating, 15 chem, by the time I've played that game, the option will be there again, and you can do a constant cycle of doing that. Obviously, if you do go over the 40 match limit and use all your refreshes, the points will stop counting towards your overall squad battles rank, but it will still count towards objectives, no worries. So you can sit there all day if you want, playing 63 rated teams, and it's going to be a whole lot easier to play than the higher rated ones. So one last summary of that, the score 10 and assist 15 you can do against a low team on squad battles, probably in 1 or 2 matches, or you'll just get that done naturally. For win 8 matches, it is win 8 matches, not play 8, but win 8 matches with free CONMEBOL Libertadores players in your starting squad. As I said, and there's this one as well, which is a goal using a player in 4 separate matches. It might be a little bit tough to score a goal with that Farius card in Rivals or FUT Champs. So as I said, is do 4 games in squad battles, scoring a goal using that squad battles technique I've just given you, scoring a goal every single time, and then what you can do with that is you can go ahead and get those 4 ones done. Happy days. You'll obviously tick off 4 of these assuming you win it, which means you'll only have 4 games left where you can go into champs, rivals, chuck a pause straight away, and sub off your players. This is going to take you 8 games. I guess maybe a little bit more to get the goals and assists, but after you've got them, you can get chipping away 8 games, split it in between squad battles, champs, or rivals. It is completely up to you. So that's that one ticked off. Now let's head on over and have a look at Santa Cruz. Now these are based in the live foot friendly managerial masterpiece. We've got win 5 matches in the managerial masterpiece. We've got scored 10 goals using Libertadores players in the live foot friendly, assist 15 goals using Libertadores players, and assist with a through ball using Libertadores players in 3 separate matches. And then we have got score and assist using Libertadores players during 3 separate matches. Now this as well seems pretty easy. You just want to get 3 Libertadores players in your squad, and you want to just go ahead and you want to try get the score and assist using Lib players. Once again, you can score with a player in one sequence of a goal and then assist with him later to another player that's not a Libertadores player, if that makes sense, and that's fine. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and we'll have a look at the managerial masterpiece game mode. I believe it does have a rating requirement, but yeah, okay, so as you can see, requirements below me: team overall rating, maximum of an 81. You can have at most 1 player 88 and higher, 0 bronze players in your starting 11, which if I do remember correctly, that does mean the bench as well, and they have forgot to fix that, and you can have at most 1 lone player. Now the squad builder for the managerial masterpiece, which could most definitely be the trickiest part for lots of people. Now what you want to do, go ahead and create a new squad, call it whatever you want. First step is to choose a formation you're comfortable with. Now I've really been gelling with a 4-4-2 recently, so I'm going to stick with this. So once again, you could use the same players as last time, but lots of the objectives require you to score, through ball assists, score and assist, etc. So we're going to choose our 3 Lib players to be some attackers or in an attacking position. We're going to go for Farius, and we're going to go for Borgia, and then we're going to go for a left mid, because there is a very fast Libertadores left mid I'm thinking of. No, I mustn't be. It might be a left wing, so we may have to position change him. Because I'm thinking of someone here. I'm thinking of this man right here. 94 pace of Villa. And he'll be absolutely perfect. Position change to left mid. Happy days, right? He's got the pace, and that's what you want. So that's our 3 Libertadores players done. So now when you're in this position, what you want to do is go ahead and remember you can have 1 player that is 88 plus. Choose a player you want to build your team around in a position you're not using. Now, you don't want to go too high because remember, you do have a rating limit, but there is a way we can kind of get around it. And you know what? I'm going to go for Patrick Vieira. No other than Patrick Vieira running the midfield. He's going to be my 88 plus player Now what I want to do, and this might be different for everyone because you want to try get as much chem as possible because this is not a max chemistry game mode, but depending on the region or league of the good 88 plus player you have chosen, you can then go ahead and choose a pretty nice cheap low rated team around that. Now that's a pretty nice team to build around. Now as you can see, the overall rating, we have gone over that limit, and I'm sure lots of you guys will be the same. Now, it does say 0 bronze players allowed in your starting 11. It doesn't say you cannot have them on your bench, but sadly, that's what they mean. Because if we put a bronze player on the bench, as you can see, it does not count. But what we can do is put silver players on the bench. So you want to go silver common, you want to go low to high, and you want to put 65 rated players, which is the lowest possible rating that you possibly can, all on your bench, as you can see here. And boom, 78 rating. We've got plenty of rating to spare. So after you've done this part, we've got 3 ratings to spare. What we can do is we can go ahead and we can start upgrading that team. La Liga players, remember, they do have to be below 88 though to go by the requirements, but Rudiger could make it, the Sabali card could make it. And just like that, ladies and gents, obviously we've realized we were massively below that rating limit, which is beautiful. We've got some players that we can use off chem and we're good to go. Now we obviously did use lots of our like spare rating in the starting 11, but let's say you get to an 80 rated and you're kind of happy with that. You've got some relatively nice players in some nice positions. By the way, we did go for him at centre mid. Like we can just have him as like a get forward centre mid. Vieira can kind of be our more holding midfielder, and we're good to go. We got Bamba. I know chemistry's not crazy here, but I mean, in fact, chemistry is quite bad here. But obviously we just did a little bit of a sketch for this, so it might be different for you lot. Now we did use lots of our rating points in the starting 11 instead of the bench. Let's say you are at an 88 rated or something like that. Then what you could do is go ahead and you could like get that little boost on the bench. Remember, you do have to use players 88 or below though to go like for the squad requirements. So you do have to choose players 87 or below, sorry, not 88 and below. And we've got quite a lot of players in the club, but if you do have some more rating left over and you're pretty happy with your starting 11, you could use like say this Pacina card, whichever 87 meta cards you've got in your club. Sadly, we cannot get away with it because, as I said, we used all of our rating in our main team. So for the recap for this one, I mean, it's pretty easy. It's only going to take you 5 matches. You got to score and assist using the Libertadores players. Got that fine. He assists through balls. All good. Everything is fine. Obviously, your 2 strikers left mid are the Lib players. For the squad builder, get the silver bench going to bring that rating down as low as you can. Have a little bit of a muck around with the squad builder, if you will, and try to use as high rated and nice players as you possibly can. Lads, it's been your boy Davis. Any further questions, make sure to let me know down below. Make sure to drop a like for today's video as well, because we did 2 birds with 1 stone. It's been your boy Davis, and until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.